theme. I mean, what does it, like the robots, I mean, we have the space, we have the robots, we have the living spaces. What attracts you to these places, spaces, things?
I'm more into more and more into art and science themes. So I'm really into trying to have fiction that is based on actual knowledge, to work with science and to just exaggeration of something that could happen. So I'm really on the edge of documenting.
Do you have a science background?
No, at all. I've got to say, I don't understand much of.
So you're not an engineer, a photographer?
No, it's more about the discovery aspect, the adventure of very proud of people are discovering things, and it's so I think it's also a thing from childhood. When you're a child, things haven't got really a name, and you try to name things, and with science and discovery, you have this kind of feeling. And I'm mixing this very rigorous, interesting study, serious thing with also something more absurd, like when you're a child, a thing that hasn't got a name properly, so you can things that are more into suspension without a special meaning. So sense, nonsense are
because I like the fact that there's a glossary at the end. So it's almost like an encyclopedia, and so I thought that you, I mean, did you do all this research, or do you work with someone who knows more than you?
Well, about definition, it's mostly definition I found on the web, and I just I did a mix of
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia and all other things, but Wikipedia as well, and it's been designed like an encyclopedia. Actually, at home I've got a book exactly the same. Kind of books from Lavoisier, which is a scientific, and I take inspiration from this book, and it's even the title, they all come from a scientific publication, and I just change a few words to turn that into something different, so that they almost make sense, but they don't really make sense.
So you do it all yourself, like the research and
I mean, the design of the book has been done really. I work on it. Our graphic designer finalized it, but I showed them many images of scientific publication, we took inspiration from.
There's not many people actually in this, at least in the space project, which is the one that we're exhibiting here.
Not many. You mean portraits and.
Or actual people like this that you see their face. I mean, it's usually
more
they're symbolizing something, but rather than being. So next year we can do the robot.
The robots,
exhibit. Any questions, Brian?
Starting at this end of the table?
You had 3 coffees, so.
Right. You can see how far it's gotten me today. Questions about it. Utah. Traveling to the desert, and the colors, is that, I mean, pretty interpretive of the
it's not Utah, it's Atacama in the Moon Valley. But the Utah
but some of them are
the colors, they actually like that. It's also the fact that I've been working with the morning light at dusk and at twilight, so they both.
No, it's great because it is very otherworldly. Like,
it's very cool like that.
It's very beautiful. And I hadn't had a chance to read the glossary, but do they, like the different countries, they collaborate from being, in one part of the world to another part?
Yes, well, it's according to, it's been done from all over the world, so it's a collaboration with my gallery in Tokyo and Wired magazine, UK.
But you like each other. Did one bring you to the other, or was it just your own?
It's each time I'm going for a particular project, I'm sending a request to these particular people, and I'm trying to so I get an access. And,
is it difficult to get access?
Yes, of course, difficult. Yes, but space is related to army, and so there is a security involved, there is insurance. So even if it looks like there is nobody, I'm always working with 10 people behind me to look for insurance. I cannot photograph location with a camera because for security reasons. But usually I'm using them to be part of the image. So I'm you don't think doing that
Non sono quelli degli amici di Antonio? Sì. Sono Antonio's friends. So Antonio's at the wedding.
Like Antonio. And I'm using them as a big part of the. It's also more fun for them. At least
But it takes much more time. I mean, everything.
Not really big strong. And once you are there, you don't have much more time. I mean, these people they're busy working, so you can't really ask them to spend the day off just for you, and they don't really know why you're here anyway. So you really have to take the small amount of time you have to make everything happen to find an idea.
How much time did you usually spend in each location? Or did you go back more times to some locations? Some have different.
I mean, for the robots, sometimes I've got 50 minutes. It's very quick.
Just on your own?
I'm always on my own, yeah.
Oh,
I don't have any assistant. No. When I'm saying I'm surrounded by people, it's people from the security, from the insurance, from
so you have to move around.
Scientific people, and all these things are very expensive and they're very so you get insurance and everything.
Was it difficult for you to get a permission to take pictures?
Yeah, of course, yeah. You can take a year and then you have 15 minutes to do your image, so it's
And what about this? Let's go here. We haven't seen this yet.
Brasilia.
This just came out.
Well, actually, you can find Brasilia as well here.
So why did you do this though? Because
it's an assignment from a publishing company. They're doing a project about CDs all over the world. So they're asking photographers, and I proposed them Brasilia.
Okay, this is really nice.
Yeah, it's really done like
very nice.
Like a very like a school thing as well.
Yeah. It's like a notebook.
Moleskine time as well. Yeah. It's very precious. The shape as well.
Yeah. It's almost an antique, no? Almost like an old style. So what are you working on now?
I'm working
what are your ideas for?
On a mutation of living spaces. They are it's true false documents from not too far future. It's,
true false documents.
Yes, true false documents of living species that has been modified due to different reasons. Could be climate change. Could be from the synthetic biology, transgenetic things, and they are done like it's an archive from the future. It's an archive, and it's been it's presented like encyclopedic board in a very cabinet curiosity style. It's very precious as well.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
so it's always about there's always a contradiction. There's always the real and unreal and fiction. And
it's always making sense, but you know, there is some gap that's for the people, and you feel like it's true, but it's not. But potentially it's true, but it's not true. But it could be true.
Some added.
It's exaggeration of something that may happen. So, the critical fiction, the fiction based on actual knowledge from, and for this one it's even more true because it's a collaboration with a scientific person. She's a genetic, very
so this time you have someone. You don't have to go on Wikipedia.
No. She's doing she's doing the definition of that.
So how long would Are you planning? Well, you've done a book with all of your work now, so that maybe in 10 years we'll have.
No. I think next year I'd like to do a book about these living spaces modified. But this book is quite small and very thick, and the next one will be very large and but more like very precious and the definition and why they have been changed. For instance, we've got some mushrooms there. They got the gene from the camel, so they've been turned into a water tank to be able to grow in very particular thing. But it's not very spectacular, it's always a small thing, so you can recognize, but in the same time you don't recognize, so you always have this ambiguity. I'm always working with ambiguity things which may appears like you think it is, but may not, so I'm always working on this edge and this thing.
Just married.
All right. I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
I'm not happy that we don't have books, but I'm happy that we're here.
Yeah.
Oh god, robots.
Nice.
Vorrei fare qua la firma.
It's amazing.